Hi everyone, happy Friday. I believe this is Fast Friday number 8, if I am recalling. So I thought today I would really focus on what we can do as parents to help our children, whatever age they are, with regards to distance learning, schoolwork, etc. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Amy Bland, as right here, the little title. And I own Phoenix Speech Therapy, which is a private practice speech practice. So I do work with teenagers, but I also work with fifth grade all the way up through college. And I provide something called executive function coaching. And really what that is helping students with time management, flexibility, organization, planning ahead, or learning different ways to plan. And that could be a project that they're doing. That could be, how am I going to tackle this assignment? That could be a long-term project. It really does vary depending on what the situation is, what the age group is, and what the demands are for school. So just a little bit of housekeeping. I am doing this live broadcast through something called StreamYard, which is great. It does allow me to see some chats as I'm speaking to you here. I am going to share my screen so that you can see one of the visual organizers that prompted me to do this. When I go to share the screen, I won't be able to see your post, but I will come back to it afterwards. So if there's something that you have a question about, or perhaps you just have a thought, go ahead and post it, and I will absolutely be able to return to it after I come back to this screen. So just wanted to let you know how that works. So this all really came to light. These are strategies that I use with many clients, but I'll be honest with you, I have not always used them with my own boys. So my husband and I, we have 2 teenage boys, for those of you that don't know us. One is 14 and one is 12. And right now they're in 6th grade and 8th grade. So I thought middle school would be a good way to show how these strategies can work, because you can certainly make them much more involved and in-depth for complex assignments as you would receive in high school and college. And you can also simplify some steps for elementary school. So it started because my son, the 6th grader, had what did he have? He had an assignment through ILA, and it was to write an 8 to 10 sentence essay. And I'm going to show you exactly what we went through looking at this together. So my goal is always for the students to be as independent as they can, and that I'm just a resource with providing strategies or different ways to look at it. And so let me show you my screen so you can kind of get an idea as to what it is and how the strategy works. So hopefully you can see that. So this is the assignment that he was given, and you can see what we went along and did together is we highlighted some key words. So the end goal here is to have an essay of 8 to 10 sentences, and then highlighted, if we were to break it down, introduction, conclusion, and 3 different pieces of evidence from the text, making sure that you explain why or why not it's supportive. Okay, so this is pretty typical. And in fact, I've seen this assignment a couple of times during this pandemic social distancing. So most of us, whether we're an adult or a student, we might look at this, we might highlight it and so forth. But at the end of the day, most of us might just see, like this blank screen here. And when you look at a blank screen, it's very difficult to get things going, to start the process. So we decided to do a visual organizer. So any of you can do this. The platform that he was using is called It's Learning, which is very similar to Microsoft Word, which is why I'm in Word. Or you could just go to Word and copy and paste it, have them copy and paste it into where they need to submit it. So if you go either into Word or if you go into It's Learning, you should be able to go to Insert. And when you click on Insert, it gives you all of these options. You're going to go to Table. And then we're going to create a table based on what we need. So what we're looking for is the ability to ask all of these questions. So we have an introduction, a conclusion, and then they're asking for 3 different pieces of evidence. So we're going to make sure that we have 5 different rows. And then on the left-hand side are going to be the questions, and on the right-hand side will be the student's answers. So that would be 2 rows. And then when you decide, what your table is going to be, you click on that. And now you have a table. Okay, so for time, I went ahead and created the table just to show you, just this is an example of what it could look like. So as the parent and the coach, what I did is I sat down with him and I said, okay, what are the things that you need? And he told me. And then, we wrote introduction sentence, and his teacher had described this as a sentence that grabs your reader's attention, and had said, she was very specific and said she wanted 1 sentence. So in parentheses are how many sentences that the teacher recommended. And then ask the following questions. What is a piece of text-based evidence that supports your argument, and explain why? And so that was the same for the 3 lines here. And then the last one, conclusion sentences, a summary of what you found or what you argued, and she said anywhere from 1 to 2 sentences. So when it started, only this left-hand column was filled out and completed. So all of this was open. So basically, and I'm going to show you real quick, if I can do this. I'm going to cut this just a second. So basically, my son, my 6th grader, has a very difficult time with getting started because he feels like he needs to have the perfect introduction, the perfect first sentence before he can continue. And when you have a blank screen, it won't let me show it to you, but when you have a blank screen and you're just staring at space like this, that can be extremely overwhelming and stressful and daunting. And if your students are anything like mine, it can be shutting down. I'm not doing this. This is stupid. It's not even a grade. Why am I doing this? Maybe there's tears, maybe there's argument, but usually it's a shutdown because it's overwhelming. So if we get back to where we were, this visual organizer makes it less overwhelming because you don't have to start with the first sentence. In fact, he did not start with the first sentence. This allowed him the flexibility to jump right into the poem, argument, reading material so that he could jump right in and start finding some evidence to support the claims. The other thing that's nice about this is that it sets up it in an organized fashion so you're not going back and forth and back and forth. So that is in fact what he did. He went through and did evidence for 1, 2, 3 different types of pieces that he found throughout the paragraph and explained why or why not. Then he did his conclusion, and then he came back up here and he did his introduction sentence, which was much, much easier to come up with because he had all of this information, and it felt like a little bit repetitive, but it was helpful for him to then be able to come up with a sentence that captured all of this information. Okay, so great, you've got this, now what? So here's the magic. The magic is that you now highlight only your student's answers. And your student can do this with you. You highlight only that and right click to receive this menu. I always suggest copy because that way, just in case something happens, you still have it. So copy it. And then you would come down a little bit further. And again, you would right click. But this is where you have to pay attention. So they give you, I'm on a PC, I should say that. A Mac is going to operate differently, but you can still do it on a Mac. So there are going to be 4 options for paste. See this one here that has the clipboard with a capital A? It's the last one. That's the one you want. It's keep text only. And if we come down here, then you see all that needs to be done now is just so backspace to format it a little bit, but all the information is here. And in a second, you're going to see that the essay is finished. I mean, that's huge. Literally, we did this, and my son was like, what? It's done? I'm done? I was like, yeah, looks good to me. Proof it. He hit submit, and life was grand. This took about 20 to 25 minutes of his time. There are other things you can do as well with planning backwards, but this is the visual organizer that has been really, really helpful for him with ILA writing projects. So I just thought it was such a good strategy that it would be a really good thing to share with everyone. So that's that. Let me see if I can get back to you guys. There I am. So tell me what you're thinking. Tell me your thoughts. Like I said, I thought that was an amazing strategy. A Mac does work a little bit differently. There are different options with the paste, but you're looking for the paste with text only. You can create a table for whatever your needs are. Oftentimes, though, it is 2 columns. So the left-hand column are the questions, and the right-hand column is where your student is answering those questions. Now, the only way that this works, just a reminder, is that the student has to answer in full sentences, because remember, the end product is your essay or your written assignment. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions or want to reach out to me about other things, certainly let me know. Time management is part of this, as well as flexibility. So this is a good example of flexibility for a student that's very rigid like my son and feels like I have to have that perfect first sentence before I can move on. This visual organizer allows them to be flexible and gives them a different way, a different option of completing the assignment without feeling stuck. I know for us, this was a game changer in the sense of really no arguing, no tears. There was a sense of control, definitely decrease in stress, and decrease in the time it took to complete the assignment. So I chose ILA because of the writing piece, but certainly this could be used in science, social studies, any projects with regards to writing. So once again, you can contact me through here. You can certainly, if you want to give me a call, that's fine too. I'll put all that information in here as well. I do complete free consultations, but I just thought this was a strategy that everyone could use. So have a fantastic Friday and happy Memorial Day. See you later.